5773 in Quebec. It's my second year on the team, and I work primarily in mechanical and outreach.
I had very little experience before trying out for our FTC team. I had coded before, but never anything mechanical and hands-on like robotics, which applied engineering principles. So when I first learned about the FTC team at our school, I was really curious. It was something I had never tried before, and it seemed like I would learn a lot and have a lot of fun. Everyone on the team was super encouraging, so I decided to sign up to try out. I was very nervous, but I was determined to try my best. Looking around at the other people there, I saw people who had done FLL or had lots of experience, and was pretty intimidated. But luckily for me, our team really embodied the values of FIRST, and looked for creativity, the desire to learn, and the right attitude, rather than just experience. After the tryout, I wasn't too hopeful, but I knew I'd given it my best shot. A week or two later, the results came out, and I was surprised to find my name on the list of people who had made the team. I was shocked, but I was also really excited. I immediately called my dad, and I remember being confused and scared, but also really excited and saying I got in. This was the beginning of an amazing journey. I'm so glad I've gotten to be a part of FIRST, because I've learned so much. I used to be a quiet person who never wanted to ask questions or draw attention to myself. Suddenly, I was thrown into a scenario where there were so many new things to learn, and asking questions was essential to contributing to the robot. Eventually, I worked up the courage to just ask a question. Much to my surprise, nobody judged my question. They just explained it and moved on. I began to ask more and more questions. This has helped me immensely in school or any other setting where there's knowledge to be gained. As my confidence grew, I learned to add ideas and speak in a large group. The team had over 15 members, so I was really intimidated at first. Over time, I realized it wasn't that the others knew everything, and that I shouldn't contribute since I wasn't as knowledgeable. Instead, we were in a discussion where we were all equal and encouraged to contribute. FIRST has also opened so many doors for me. Thanks to FIRST, I've been able to share my knowledge with so many others who haven't had the same opportunities as I have, which has been really rewarding. I've also been able to connect with so many people, whether it's a Cisco employee or a team at Com. These experiences are ones I'll take with me in my life, and I'm so thankful to get to be a part of the FIRST community.
Hi there, my name is Sonal Naik, and I'm 15 years old. Currently, I am a sophomore at American High School, which is in Fremont, California. Last year, I went to Fremont High School, which is in Sunnyvale, California. So last year at Fremont High School, I was part of an FRC team, Team 3501, the Firebots. And this year at American High School, I am part of an FTC team called Ingot Metal 5773. So last year, being on the FRC team, I was in mechanical as a freshman, and there I learned about building different parts of the robot and how each part works and its contribution to the overall aspect of the robot. So this year I am working on the engineering notebook in the FTC team, and occasionally I help around in mechanical.
What do you like the most about FIRST?
So FIRST is important because it first of all helps and empowers young individuals like myself to explore the STEM area and possible careers in it in the future. And it's also nice because it's a necessity for creativity and you can adapt it to different skills that you can learn.
That's nice. How has FIRST empowered you and what have you learned?
So through FIRST, I have learned important leadership skills and how to collaborate with others effectively and efficiently. And also I've learned some engineering skills and skills in the STEM areas that would help me in the future and at school, which is nice.
Do you have any future plans?
Yeah, so I plan on working in the medical/biology field when I grow up, and it's interesting because if I want to go into research, then learning a bit about technology and the machines that I might be using is very similar to the robots that we work on. So if I want to say work on electron microscopy, then I would need to know how a robot works.
Okay. Any interesting stories you'd like to tell us?
It's not really a story, but it's just an interesting fact. So like I said, I'm working on the engineering notebook in this year's team. And the first competition that we went to, which was at Piedmont High School, there we won an award, the Collins Space Innovate Award, and which is partially due to the engineering notebook. So it felt really nice to know that my work actually had an effect on our team and that we could win an award for it, which feels really nice. It's a good sense of pride.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ria from Team 5773 Ink and Metal. I'm in 10th grade and I've been on this team for around 2 years. Last year, I was able to take Introduction to Computer Science at my school, where I was able to learn Robot C and the basics of robotics and electrical engineering. This year, I am currently taking Principles of Engineering Honors, where I've learned about mechanical engineering as well as the physics and the mathematics that goes behind building a robot. Currently, I am the captain of Outreach, and I primarily contribute to Outreach while also helping in the mechanical field. What I like about FIRST most is that it has given me a chance to connect with professionals from the industry in order to learn from their experiences in engineering, as well as how the work we do in FTC is applicable to the future. And it has also allowed me to spread my knowledge of programming and robotics to younger kids and inspire them to move into the field of engineering. And recently we visited NASA Ames Research Center, where we had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Patterson-Hein and a few of our colleagues on projects that they were working on, such as the NASA Alliance Research Project. And this has allowed our team to learn about the massive impact that STEM has played in their lives. And not only this, but we were able to talk to high school and college interns to learn about what had inspired them to move into the STEM field, as well as how engineering has shaped them to and grow their interest in the field. And this has allowed me to understand the impact of engineering on today's society, as well as how the work that we do in FTC in the coding and mechanical fields is applicable to the world from industry professionals. And from my own team as well as the team as a whole, we gained knowledge on how to effectively lead a team from Dr. Patterson-Hein and her colleagues, such as a delegation of tasks and how important cooperation is between team members, as well as transparency between the leader and the members themselves. And FIRST has empowered me to learn how to manage a team effectively, as well as speak up in a group of people. And in the future, I plan to contribute to the field of robotics as a result of the great interest that FIRST has allowed me to foster. And by going to Worlds, I've been able to look at various teams as well as learn from their experiences on mechanical and coding, and I plan on implementing what I've learned in the near future.